we'll see the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week, they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Here's Reed throwing to start the drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
The numbers from McLaurin a week ago. 6 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice. Because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, I remember reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on first down. The Eagles had a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts looking here for Smith downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with career touchdown number 75.
And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now Lutz for the field goal try.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Ball at the 23, second and 8. Once again, it's Mostert.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 19-yard line.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
first down. Hurts. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They hand it off to Mostert. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will knot us up at 10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Reed. He finds his man. Complete. That's Porter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Reed now on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Terry. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reed. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as they have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 36 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. (17-17) the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Reed. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Oh, Brown, a nice catch. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the handoff, this is Mostert. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series in the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
Gibson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Come on. 19 Tiger.
Reed to throw on 2nd down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. Second down. Here's Mostert again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Second down, here's Mostert again. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Mostert.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Yeah. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Mostert. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Raheem Mostert with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
But when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need to score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And this one too low. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And it's a fumble.
They have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now Reed throwing on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Terry. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
60 Vikings.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He finds his man complete. That's Terry. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Back to throw again. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery to touchdown and an extra point to tie. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a give up the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now Washington down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down.
To throw is Reed. Throwing to start the drive.
Gets this to Gibson. And he'll get him a 1st down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Philadelphia, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head home next week to take on the L.A. Chargers.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.